Manus flat on the canvas. We are ready to rock and roll. Second round of action. There is a cut on Manus.
Yeah.
Martial arts chat.
My man B-Hop got dropped out the ring last night. I need a little judo baby. I need me a little judo baby, and let's do it, Ron. Let's give me a.
See you filming this. You've got a face for radio.
I've got a face for radio.
That's nice.
Martial arts chat.
Martial Arts Chat podcast is sponsored by A1 Fight Gear. A1 Fight Gear uses the latest cutting-edge boxing gloves for professional and amateur fighters, gym enthusiasts and kickboxers. Local and national gyms in the UK, do yourself a favour and check out a1fightgear.com. And if you're wanting to get into shape, get back into shape, then go to beastgear.co.uk. Use the coupon code MartialArtsChat to save 15% off your purchases. They've got core sliders, straps and barbell pads and complete strength and conditioning programs to suit your needs. We are also sponsored by Feel Supreme. FeelSupreme.co.uk offers CBD oil and natural nutrition. They will assist your progress in diet and lifestyle. Natural supplements and complementary services such as yoga, mind coaching and weight cutting programs. Finally, we are also sponsored by World of Martial Arts Television. WOMA.tv produces, finds, acquires, commissions and presents all you ever wanted to know about martial arts. Hello, my name's Chris Allen and this is the Martial Arts Chat podcast. Today I'm being joined by someone I've actually known for a little while in the fight game. I've been meaning to interview this gentleman for a long time. He's too busy out winning titles all the time, but I finally got hold of him. Even if he is in Barcelona on a stag do, he's taken time out to speak to us today. Just want to say hello, Mr. Jahreau, the Nightmare Shepherd. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How does that sound, mate, going around collecting titles? You're the new Triple C, aren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I hate Henry Cejudo, so.
Why's that? What don't you like?
He's just a cringe bag, man. I can't stand people like him.
You know what? We do every year on Martial Arts Chat podcast, we do our award show for like Fight of the Year. We had Cringe of the Year this year, and yeah, Cejudo won it, mate. He won Cringe of the Year.
Him and Colby Covington, they're just like, they're unreal.
I can't stand Colby Covington, mate. It drives me absolutely mad, that guy does. I'm so glad he lost to Usman.
Yeah, he's yeah, I can't stand him.
No, that's it. There's just no need. They all think they're Conor McGregor's, but they're not. It was when bloody Cejudo called out the female champion like for an intergender title. I'm like, mate, what's wrong with you?
She'll most likely knock him out.
I would happily watch that, to be fair. And then he come out dressed like a bloody wizard and all sorts of shit at the weigh-in. I thought, what's this geezer on? I think he's just trying to get noticed.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Everyone's noticing him now, but fucking, yeah, he's just a jar, man. I dislike him a lot.
That's why we're going to stop talking about that geezer. Anyway, good fighter, but cringe, as you said. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Definitely.
So, first of all, mate, I've just got to say, if people didn't realise, congratulations, mate, for winning your title on the Contender Show, mate, which is obviously a big show. Like, how was that, mate? How was that winning your third title?
Oh, it was amazing, man. Like, you know, the production. I want to speak first of all about like their production. You know, Contenders. They done a fucking amazing job with it. It felt really big. The fight actually was. I just saw it as another title fight. Yeah, just another decent opponent. But I didn't actually realise how big the matchup was to the public. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Big show, Contender.
Yeah, and like, you know, I was coming in 5-2, and he was coming in at 5-1, and it was like, yeah, we're both on winning streaks. You know, I didn't really think of it like how fans and, you know, MMA fans would think of it. Like, I didn't see it as that much of a big deal. I just saw it as another fight. You know.
That's it. So, when you were going? Because obviously you fought on. You pretty much dominated the regional scene in the UK, but we'll come into that a bit more. So, when you were going to this fight, did you feel, yeah, it's just another regional fight I'm going into? Then all of a sudden, you know, you've got some serious, as you said, production behind you. Like, did that add any more nerves at all, or did it just add more fire to want to go out there and win on the big stage?
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't actually like get nervous, and this time, yeah. I felt totally different. I felt so calm. I was so calm. Like, super relaxed. Like I said in my other interviews. I said, like, I've left no stone unturned. Like, I've had the most amazing camp. So there is no reason why I should have lost the fight. And I went out and proved it.
That's it, mate. He definitely did. And Quinton de Vroet, you know, he's no walkover as well. Those boys over in where's he's Norwegian, wasn't he, or Swedish? I can't remember now. Is he Norwegian?
Norwegian.
Yeah, mate. Those guys
Norwegian.
over there are serious. Since the Alexander Gustafsson days, you know, they've all been on it big time over there. And was that your first time fighting someone from across the water?
No, that's my second. Well, I fought my first ever amateur fight was someone from France.
Yeah.
And then Marcin Zawika, even though he lives here, he lives in England, he's from Poland. And my John Jasinski, that I fought on UCMMA 2 fights ago, he's Polish as well. So, but yeah, it was yeah. Well, this was different.
No, for sure, mate, for sure. But I'll tell you what, anyone who looks at your record, you know, you can say you definitely don't take the easy route. You know, you're making your pro debut at BAMA, which was one of the biggest organisations, you know, in the UK at the time. You know, and then your second fight, you're stepping into Bellator 200. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's got to do something for your confidence, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said earlier, I don't get like I embrace the occasion. I embrace the production. I embrace everything going on. Like with the shows. I wanted to be there. That's all I've ever wanted to do. So it just I feel very natural and comfortable in that environment.
That's it. Well, the first fight I saw of yours, I didn't see much of your amateur career, no disrespect, obviously, but I remember watching BAMA and I remember watching you come into that, and then I remember seeing you on Bellator as well, because Dr. Stoppage, wasn't it? Did you knock him out?
The thing is, yeah, he had me on the ground for most of the round, and I broke free and caught him with a big right hand, which dropped him, and then I laid about 4 unanswered elbows, yeah, and the ref didn't stop it. But the round ended, and he wasn't getting back up. He said like they were holding his knee and stuff, but I don't know where that happened during the fight. Do you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, mate, it's the win, mate. It's the most important thing. You got up, come back from adversity, drop the geezer, which I remember well. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you won the fight, mate. You know, and that's the question I want to ask, like you, like what were you like with Bellator so soon in your career, man? As well, like, did you when you're walking down that Bellator stage, did it feel much different to any of the other things you do? 'Cause that's a lot to take in. That's their 200th show, you know, and there were some big boys in that card as well, big names.
Yeah, I was the last prelim, if you remember. So I was excited about that. Like I embraced it. I loved every second of it. I looked around. I kind of take my time with my entrances anyway. Yeah, I look around and I'm like, yeah, fucking I'm here now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
man.
I'm waiting for this for a long, long time.
And to get your first pro win as well, you know what I mean, at Bellator. Now, that must have been something else.
It was amazing, man. They do things really well as well, you know.
Yeah, I remember
I
was there, mate. I was there, I remember. And walking down that stage, mate, you can just tell, right, you were very comfortable. You know, you weren't nervous at all. And in my eyes, don't take this the wrong way at all, but when we saw that fight lined up, we thought, oh, they've just put this in for this bloody Marcin to win. You know what I mean? And then you come out and shock the world, mate.
Well, that's exactly what they done.
Yeah.
They did do that.
I love it when you... Sorry.
What?
Carry on, man. Carry on.
So I was I knew about the Bama fight, the Bellator fight before I actually fought on Bama.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I met him there, and I thought he already knew, but obviously his coaches didn't tell him. So I walked up to him, and I'm like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He's like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah man, I know you obviously." And he realized, "Oh, how do you know me?" and all of that. And we're really getting along anyway. And I'm like, "Fuck!" Like, do you know what? I ain't even gonna say nothing to him. Yeah, like fucking and tell him because he doesn't he doesn't know. So with me and him, it was a really a very friendly vibe. Like we were very friendly, like very extremely cool. Even like we messaged each other here and there. like congratulating or just saying hello and stuff. So going in like that, it was like, well, I know they're putting me up to lose. That's like he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu and stuff. He wrestles a lot. Do you know what I mean? And he hasn't lost. So yeah, but I was on like my mindset was like, fuck you, like you're putting me in there to fucking lose. Yeah, I don't ever step in there going to lose. I don't ever have that thought in my head. Yeah, so fuck you. I'm gonna fucking shit all over your fucking parade.
And then you did.
And I'm gonna fucking smash this guy, and we're cool afterwards.
That's it. Well, you've always been known to be a humble bloke anyway in your fights, you know, and you've never been one to smack talk or anything like that. But after you beat that guy, he never fought again. You know that?
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
There's a couple people that I thought I haven't fought again. But yeah, it is a shame. But it is what it is. Like people are not going to be the same after they fight me.
Winning titles and retiring people. That's going to be your logo.
You know, and like Quinn in the Root, like he was fucking tough as fuck, but he's not going to be the same after being like that.
Well, no, I saw the claret everywhere in the cage afterwards, you know. So I'll tell you what, we'll jump to that. Talk us through your last fight then, because people will see unanimous decision, but they see the pictures and they see the claret blood everywhere. You know, it was a brutal fight. You know, just talk us through like how that fight went.
Well, the plan was, I actually had my own plan, and then I spoke to my coaches. Remember, because I was in All Stars,
yeah,
and it was to walk him down. I was gonna walk him down, and I was gonna change my style completely. I wanted to show as well, different. None of my fights have a specific style, do they?
No, you've had lots of different methods, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just about showing new things, and I know like I hurt him bad in every round, and you know I didn't want to show a blood hungry version of me. I wanted to show a calm, cool, calculated, and not bothered version of me. Like he ain't gonna like I'm not bothered. I've hurt him. I know I've hurt him, but we're just gonna carry on doing what we're doing. We're not gonna let anything go. Yeah, we're not going to give an opportunity. I could have given him a knee to the face and knocked him out, but if it doesn't work, then I get taken down, and we just want to keep that. I kept my takedowns defense was superb, and we want to keep that. And I did want to get 3 rounds. I want to show I could do 3 rounds. I could have done 6 rounds that night. Do you know what I mean? Like I was fresh. I was good. I packed power. I packed knockout power from start to finish of the fight. Do you know what I mean?
It was 5 rounds, wasn't it, that fight? Was it 3?
No, 3 was 3.
Yeah, because obviously on the actual official stats, they put it as 5-5-minute rounds. That's why I wanted to ask you that question, because I know you told me it went 3. Why was it only 3 and not 5, if you want me asking?
Do you know what? I'm not sure. That was just their setting. I could have gone 5.
Yeah, you
easily.
Like, well, I don't know if he could have gone 5, though. No disrespect to him.
Oh, no way he couldn't have gone 5. I was talking to him in the third, like, you know, I can hear his coaches saying, and I've never done that before, you know. I can hear his coaches saying, take down. I'm saying, listen to your coach, like, go on, take me down. I was giving a little talk and that, and yeah, it was just, I had my way, and I knew I was gonna have my way because my fighting IQ is a lot bigger than people think. And I'm just showing that with these wins. I'm showing you ways to beat these people.
Well, you had a fantastic training camp yourself this one as well. You had spent a bit of time in Sweden, didn't you, as well?
Yeah, just under 3.5 weeks.
Nice. Where did you train in Sweden, mate? And what sort of people are you training with?
Well, it's Alexander Gustafsson, Kamzat Chimaev, Bilal Tipzev, Bernardo Sapai, my boy Airman, Rico Biggs come out there, Kane Isaac was out there with me.
And what's the name of the gym, so everyone knows?
All Stars Training Centre in Stockholm. And Reza Madordi, the names go on. Like there's veterans there. Do you know what I mean? I had the best training partners I could have.
Yeah, mate. And how did that come around? You know, training over there. Was it an invite or did you approach them?
Well, Alex Montagnani was going there for a camp, and I kind of asked her if I can come, with him. Like I asked the owner of All Stars, and he said, "Yeah, come down." And obviously, I trained my ass off when I was there for the 10 days, and I was meant to go back there after, but I couldn't. So I messaged him again, like, "Yeah, can I anytime?" He said, "Anytime." And I came. I trained my ass off, man. Never a wasted journey when I'm there.
No, mate, that's it. And it's not a million miles away either, which is always nice. You can get over there, train back. Where did you train in the UK?
London Fire Factory,
That
Team
was it.
Underground, and Pound for Pound.
Yeah, man. Was that where it all started?
Yeah, Pound for Pound's where it all started. And then I moved over to London Fire Factory and started training with Jeremy Petley, who's one of my coaches in my corner. So I've got Danny Weaver, my first coach. Like we're always working anyway. He manages me with Martin Ireland as well, and then you've got Jeremy Petley, who's my other coach, and yeah, we work very closely together. So and then we got Steve Cook from Team Underground,
Yeah, man.
helping me out and that. So yeah, that's another coach, and yeah, man, we're just putting pieces, adding upgrades to the machine that I am, and we're just fucking, we're just fucking the scene up.
The nightmare's getting worse, isn't it, as they say?
Yeah, like this nightmare, you can't just wake up before you die. You kind of got to die first, and then you might not wake up, innit? You know what I mean?
That's the way to put it, for
Like,
sure, mate.
yeah, man. You know, I can be cool with everyone outside of the cage, and once we're in there, you're dinner, and I'm hungry.
You're definitely showing it, mate. As I said, you're on a 5-fight win streak at the moment with 3 title fights and winning in those 3 shots as well. You're staying nice and active as well. I know you like to stay more active, but you've had a couple of cancellation issues, haven't you? Like, I think you meant to fight on Cage Warriors as well, weren't you, at one point?
Yeah, against Jamie Richardson, man. That's another fight I'd love to have because I give the public what they would want, and that's a straight fist fight.
Well, he's still in Cage Warriors at the moment. He's fighting in March. I'm trying to think. I think it's in March. And so yeah, mate, that might be another one for you to go in there and grab another belt potentially.
Yeah, I'm ranked about 44 right now in the UK, and I don't want anyone below me. I want guys above me. So I'm looking at fucking top 15, top 20 guys.
Well, that's it, and that's the attitude to have. You know, you're not trying to find these easier fights. You know, you want the best fights now. You know what I mean? And as you see, it's going to get you to good places. As you can see, Bellator and Cage Warriors and Bama, they all saw this in you. You know what I mean? And they brought you in straight away. Is there obviously you've fought in a lot of different organisations. Is there anyone in particular, you know, which is like most memorable to you?
It's gonna be Bellator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be Bellator because I'm coming off one. I've never lost a fight before, and I'm coming off a loss. So now I'm 0-1, and I'm fighting a fucking elite style grappler. Yeah, and I just lost on the ground. And it's Bellator 200, and Gegard Mousasi just about to win his fucking Bellator world title.
Yeah, mate. It must have been hard not to be a bloody fanboy in the background trying to get pictures of every last person.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. You know, I got, like, speaking to Big John McCarthy, Chael Sonnen, like, he said good luck with your fight. I'm fucking nervous as fuck. I'm like, fucking proper fanboy. I'm like, fuck shit. He actually knows who I am because he must have obviously done his research on whoever's on the card and stuff because fighters are fans too as well. Do you know what I mean?
That's it, mate. Well, I think when I saw you at Bellator not too long ago, didn't I? Actually, I'm trying to think which event that was now. Who was that? What event was that? What was the main card on that? Well, I can't remember. Is that when Mousasi lost his? No, it wasn't. Oh, that's when MVP fought, wasn't it? Yeah, it was MVP fight.
Yeah. It was Bellator London.
Yeah, and as I said, like you had Chael Sonnen knocking around and all sorts of people knocking around that night, you know. And yeah, they're good guys, mate. Those guys, you know. They're really down to earth people.
They are. They're really good. When you don't understand. You don't understand until you actually fucking meet these people. They're just like us because they have lives outside the fight.
'Cause I was chatting to Dan Hardy as if like I've known him for years. You know what I mean? He's just a very down to earth guy. And then, but as you said, when you're sitting in the press row, it is hard. You got to be neutral. You're told to be neutral, but I'm not being funny. When I saw Hoist Gracie walking around, I don't care what anyone says. I'm getting that picture. You know, that's the
Oh,
Godfather.
I
You
did
know.
as well. When I was doing media, a year before the Bellator 200, because my cousin's really good friends with MVP, so I see him there, and then I see Hoist Gracie and him, so we took pictures together and stuff, and I was just like, yeah, you guys will see me soon, innit? Trust me. And then a year later, I'm fighting on Bellator fucking 200,
Yeah.
and they're there.
Exactly, and they're watching. It's like, told ya. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Told you I'd be here. But it's those
So it's
memories,
like,
mate. It's the fights, obviously, the winning and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's the memories that will stay with you forever. You know what I mean? Things like that.
yeah, definitely, man. And I've got a lot more. I've got a lot more memories to build. Like I'm like a 7 minutes for a long time.
Oh, Jahreau, I'm losing you, man. You
There's
sound
so
like you're
much I
underwater.
could achieve within the next 6 years. Yeah, I'm only just gonna.
Oh,
Can you hear
Jahreau,
me? Hello?
I'm losing you, man. Your signal's gone bad again.
Shit, 1 second.
Did you start walking around?
One. No, I mean, no, I'm not. I'm on.
Hello?
Hello.
There we are. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're
Cool.
back, mate. Sorry, mate. So what was I saying to you? I can't remember now. To be honest with you. But no, mate. Obviously, it's fantastic what you've done from beginning to end. You know it's brilliant, mate. You've taken the toughest fight straight away. You've gone to the big stages. You fought a Bellator in front of Hoist Gracie and MVP after telling him you'd be there. You know things.
Yeah.
Life could be worse, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, and I'm taking everything in my stride. Like I've worked hard for what for what I get, and yeah, it's just nothing's out of reach. I started this stuff late, and I've done a lot. I've done a lot, and I've got a lot more to do. I'm not getting too ahead of myself, like I'm not where I want to be yet. And when I get there, I still want more. Do you know what I mean?
Where do you want to be then, mate? What's like the next 4 or 5 year plan? Or 3 year plan?
Well, I need to be in the UFC.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to be in the UFC. I feel like I can be there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, to be there, and my fighting style in general, like I'm never in a boring fight. So if you put me up against them kind of guys, which I'm pretty sure they would if I did get there, we're up for bonuses, man.
Well, there's always that as well, isn't there?
Yeah, we're up for bonuses, man. I always bring entertainment, and it's not even for the fans. Or anyone. It's literally that's just me, innit? That's the I'm all action type fighter.
That's the sort of fighters Dana White always talks about as well. He said, I don't care if you lose 4 in a row. Like, if you bring a decent fight, I'll always keep you on my roster. That's what he's always said. I'm not saying you're going to lose 4 in a row, by the way. I'm just saying that's the sort of people he likes. He likes people who come and fight. He can't stand a champion who lies on top of someone for 5 rounds.
Yeah, and that's the thing, That's why guys like Mike Perry are still around because he brings it.
He does, mate. That's why. And then Ross Pearson as well. Like he was on like a 5-fight losing streak, and he was still getting fights in the UFC, and it's because he brings it. He stands there and he'll bang with you.
Yeah, it's a lovely thing, man. To be able and capable to do that.
Well, yeah, and you're involved in the fastest growing sport in the UK at the moment, and you've already done great things while the sport's still peaking in the UK. So like how I say lucky almost, like you've actually fallen into MMA at this time of the this time of the world, where it is growing so much.
Well, that's the thing. This is why I don't really regret when I started doing MMA because like I'm getting exposure. So, like, it ain't the same type of exposure we would have got 10 years ago. So, I feel really grateful to be entering this stage of MMA while it's growing and it's getting bigger and a lot more people are paying attention to it.
Yeah, and I think the first time I met you was actually at Fusion Fighting. You were in the crowd walking around, and I said to you straight away, I was like, Jahreau, Cage Warriors, you're that's before you had the cancellation on Cage Warriors.
Yeah.
And I recognised you straight away, and I said a lot of people do, and I talked to a lot of fighters, and they think, really, you all knew who I was then? It's like, yeah, people, fighters, you'll be surprised that people know who you are. You know, you'll be very surprised, mate.
Yeah, it's humbling as well, man. You know, it's just like I always take pictures with people if they want one. Like I always, even just talking to people in general, like I'll give people the time of day, even if they're an idiot. Yeah, at least I've given them, at least I've given them the time of day, and I've given them their rope to show me that they're actually an idiot instead of me judging people.
Well, you made their day for them, mate. I'm sure. You know.
Huh?
You made their day for sure. You know what I mean?
I hope so. I hope so, man. I'm not one of them stuck up kind of people.
I actually love your attitude. You're that fine line, right, between like being not arrogant but being really cocky and not being cocky at all. Like you have that perfect level of outside the cage, you're a top bloke, you know, but in the cage, you know, yeah, I don't care who you are, I'm going to do you. It's as simple as that, and that's the attitude you need to have.
Exactly that, man. Listen, I live by it. Like I won't change for anyone, man. Like at the end of the day, like all you have is yourself. Like when everything's gone, you can when you've been stripped of all your money, all your clothes and everything, you're still yourself. If you can still be yourself, yeah, then you know you've done well.
And I said you've always taken time to stop and say hello to me, and take pictures and all that sort of stuff. And it's good to see you at the events. I saw you fight at Fusion Fighting as well. You know, that was a good fight to watch. It was actually, I went there on my stag. I usually do press there, but I do the media for him. But I went on my stag do that night actually, and I was cage side. I was right next to you, and mate, everyone that night said that was fight of the night. You know, everyone was saying that. You know,
It's fucking. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. It was good.
That bloke had nearly over 30 fights on his record, man.
Nearly 40, man.
Yeah, it was more like 40, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who would you say you're like? They're all tough, yeah. But who was your toughest test to date? Would you say it was Quinton recently, or Jordan? What would you say? Or would it Bellator because it was obviously your first time on a big show? Who gave you the most? Who actually challenged you the most? They all challenged you, but who challenged you the most? You found pushed you to your limit.
I haven't been pushed to my limit yet.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, I haven't. Honestly, like, look, you know, I've lost to James Reed, man. Yeah, which he's a fucking really good fighter, and that taught me a lot, you know. And then Teo Adonjo, who's a fucking really great fighter too. Yeah, and they're both cool guys, and I've learned from those. So yeah, I didn't perform my best either in them two fights either. So you know, putting in a tough test. With all due respect, it was an easy fight for me.
You're confident. It's the confidence.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say this now. Yeah, I'm gonna say this now. I have to say it. Yeah, because we don't get along. Yeah, me and this guy. But Calvin Reynolds is the toughest motherfucker I've laid hands on.
In your amateur career.
Oh, and pro. I've never hit someone so many times and they've still been fucking walking towards me. I'll give it to Calvin Reynolds, even though I don't like the prick. But he's alright.
Yeah, he's alright. Don't like it, he's alright. Hey, but some people are like that, mate. It's like those Korean guys, mate. They just keep coming at you. You know, you hit them and hit them. They just don't care. They enjoy it.
Yeah, it's mental, man.
I don't know how they do it. I've seen your punches, I've seen your kicks, especially your body kicks, mate. They're bloody lethal, mate. When I've seen them up close, mate. I heard it. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to explain to everyone. I said, "Oh, that wasn't very loud." I said, "Look, mate, you're not listening for the slap. You're waiting for the thud." Yeah, and that's when you know. That's when you know it's landed. And a lot of my mates I took that night haven't seen cage fighting before, and they said, "What's all this leg kick?" I said, "Wait till someone lands a leg kick or a body kick, mate, and then you'll sit there and cringe." And and that's good. And we're getting more and more fans into the sport, mate. So you're putting exciting fights on like that, and people today are still saying, "Oh yeah, do you remember that Jahreau guy who won the title? God, man, he was something else." You know, you're their Conor McGregor, man, because that's all they know.
Fucking hell, man. Thanks, man. Like, I'm just happy to. I'm really happy to entertain people as well. I don't want people saying like, oh, that fucking nightmare guy, like he ain't fucking, you know, oh, he's fine, he's probably not gonna do much. Everyone knows, isn't it? Everybody knows. Fuck, I need to stop and watch this guy fight.
No, that's
If
it.
you know anything, if you see me fight before or you've heard, you're definitely gonna stop and watch my fight.
No, exactly. And I said I watched your last fight as well, and the one before at UCMMA. You know, not big, like, good named organisations here, but you probably fought in nearly all the organisations going at the moment. You know, do you find that was important, fighting in different organisations to get you out your comfort zone and stuff like that?
Yeah, man. Look, going to different fan base now. People from East Anglia know who I am that follow MMA because I'm in their papers, and I've never been to Norwich before or like around them ways. So it's just I want to be around there. I want to branch out. I want to fight internationally now as well. So I want to take fights in Europe and wherever places around the world because the crowd doesn't matter. The fans don't matter. It don't matter if I'm getting cheered or booed. The cage is the cage.
In my eyes, mate, anyone who gets in that cage is already won, mate. In my eyes, mate, I wouldn't do it. You know, it takes bottle just to stand in a cage in front of someone, knowing that they're skilled and they're out to do the same thing you're going to do to them. So my hats always goes off to all you guys. You know, really does, mate.
That's what gets me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, gladiator stuff, man. Fuck, he just trained for this long. I've just trained for the same amount of time, specifically to destroy each other.
That's it, mate. Let's get you to Rome in that Colosseum and do it proper gladiator style.
That's what I said. I said it in one of my interviews for Contenders, and I said it. I said I truly feel like I was born in the wrong fucking times because I'm about that. Let's get in the center. I want to be there. Like I literally want to be in the cage. I really want to be in the cage. I really want to fight.
That's it, and that's where because I'd say probably more than 70% of your game is probably mentality. You know, there's a lot of fighters there who in the gym they look like UFC fighters, but when they get in the cage, you know, it just drops to 10% of their skill base. You know, I've seen it happen a lot. You know, and that's obviously something you've obviously tackled nice and early. Yeah,
because fucking you have to. I can't be doing all of that in the gym and not showing any of it in the fucking. What am I training for?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like you're only gonna see improvements coming from me. Like that's just the way it is. That's the way I want it to be.
That's it, man. That's it. That makes sense completely. What I want to ask you quickly, I won't keep for too long, mate, because I know you're on a stag do with your mates and stuff like that. Okay. Give us a quick background, mate. Like, so people know your full story. Like, why did you get into combat sports? Like, what were you doing before MMA? What made you want to do this, man? What made you know you wanted to be in that cage?
Well, being in the cage, to be fair, watching Chuck Liddell and Michael Bisping.
Yeah?
Yeah, Chuck Liddell, I was a massive fan. Oh, and Matt Hughes as well, sorry. I know it sounds a bit mad coming from me to Matt Hughes because he's a wrestler, but I still am a huge Matt Hughes fan.
Yeah, man.
And
Tragic what happened to him.
Yeah, and it's like, I used to watch a lot of wrestling, so when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wrestler, like, not a wrestler like what we do when we train, but like a pro wrestler and stuff. And yeah, I was always fighting in school, and literally, like, it was just around me, like that was just my mindset. And then I got into boxing, and I was watching Ricky Hatton and Cole Frotch, and I was like, fuck, yeah, that's. Then you see their style of fighting, you can look back and then you realise, yeah, cool, that is kind of me in the cage, you know, I bring it. I go for the finish.
So
and decision.
All started from boxing then, basically, yeah? What sort of age did you start doing boxing?
15.
Wow, man. And how long have you been doing MMA for now?
4 years now.
How did you find that transition, mate, going from boxing to MMA? How did you find that transition going from boxing to MMA?
Because I didn't do boxing for a long time. I didn't do boxing for a long time. So when I came out of prison and I started doing MMA, I still had my boxing know-how, but it was just I'm just learning this now. I'm learning how to do this now.
Well, it's definitely turned your life around, mate. You know, it's obviously with with the background, everything you've had. You know, you've obviously got your mind focused on this now, and is this sort of thing saved you from all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I'm a dangerous man when I put all my focus into something, like I get results. So this is me. It's a dangerous thing. Me, I'm focusing on this and putting my life and my heart into this. It's a very dangerous thing.
But mate, as I said, you're definitely doing something. You know, if you're doing very well at it as well. You know what I mean? And it's nice to see, you know, another UK fighter like yourself coming through the ranks so well. And it's not going to be long till we see you on the big. You've already been on the big stage. Keep saying till we see you on the big stage. You've been there, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking to a bloody celebrity.
I wish, man. I wish. Soon, hopefully.
I'd love to see you on that Contender Series and Dana White's Contender Series or something, man. That'd be quality.
I would love to do that.
It's a shame they don't focus too much on the Ultimate Fighter anymore either, because that'd have been a good one for you to get into as well.
I would have loved that.
I don't know. Staying in a house with all those geezers all ready to hurt each other. I don't know if I'd last 5 minutes in there before I had to beat someone up. You know what I mean? But no, man, it's all good, and you'll get there. And definitely the way you're going now, as you said, you're in newspapers. You've got people wanting to interview you and stuff like that. So like we're doing podcasts. You know what I mean? I like chatting to all you guys anyway, but some people, you know, they're really picky about who they want to speak to and things, and you know, you've got to take it all as a positive. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, man. I really do.
So go on then. Before I let you go, mate, you need to tell me where the nickname came from. Did you give it yourself? Did someone give it to you?
Oh, I bet I was given that name.
Give us a story on that. Give us a little backstory on that.
Literally, like, one of my friends, he just like, we did some mad shit, yeah. Yeah, and we got back to the house, yeah, and he was just like, you're a fucking nightmare.
That's
and
it.
then they just started, yeah.
Mate,
so
quality.
that was just it, man.
That's the best. Well, you know what I mean? You've got sharing a nickname with Diego Sanchez as well. He went from the nightmare to the dream, you know, he changed it for a little while.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't think it'll ever be a dream with you, mate. It's always going to be a nightmare with you. I think we're going to be seeing the nightmare for a long time.
Good, man. I hope so.
That's it, man. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I won't keep you for long because I know you've obviously got your stag doing it. You're out and about. So, but just before I let you go, I just want to first of all say thank you for taking your time, mate, to have a chat. I've been meaning to do this for a long time with you. But you're a busy man, you know. You're doing lots of things. You're always fighting. A very active fighter. You fought what? You could have fought 5 or 6 times last year, you know. Just went for cancellations.
Yeah, I wanted to as well.
So yeah, before you go then, mate, what I want you to do is I want you to give a shout out to any of your sponsors, mate, you know, gym partners, anyone who helped you get to where you are today, mate, just so you can give some recognition.
Yeah, shout out to my sponsors, Fist Prince, does all my walkout tees and my designs and stuff, Black Sheep Dispensaries, the Tea House Theatre, PJ Franklin Butchers, Vita Goods, Cove Audio, Alpha Talent Management, obviously Martin and Danny Beaver, Alex Montaniani, Rico Biggs, Festus Aholu, Little Nasty, Stellius Field, Jeremy Petley. That's from my London Fight Factory family. Team Underground, Steve Cook, David Cook, Jack Clark, Jonathan Haggy. Yeah, there's too many names.
Yeah, man, there's too many, but I think, you know what I mean. That's fine, mate.
At All-Stars Training Centre.
Yeah, man, because most people are like, I always catch people out with that one. They're like, but you did pretty well, mate, to be fair, compared to most people. That was pretty good.
Man, I was happy here all night.
And where can people follow your stuff, mate? Like follow your Instagrams and all that sort of stuff?
Instagrams, JAY Nightmare _MMA. My full name's Facebook, and I don't really use Twitter.
Nah, I can't use that thing, mate. God knows how to use it. I was born in the wrong era for Twitter, mate.
Yeah, man, forget Twitter.
Yeah, well, Donald Trump can bloody use it. I can't believe I can't bloody use it. That idiot can. Do you know what I mean? But there you go. We won't go into that. But anyway, mate, I'm going to let you go, yeah. Obviously, I could easily speak to you for hours and hours, mate, but I know you're on a stag do in Barcelona. I don't want to take you away from that. You know, enjoy your win, enjoy your holiday, mate, with all the pals, and we'll definitely catch up when you're back.
All right, brother, thank you.
No worries, man. Have a good time, mate. Speak to you soon, bro.
You too.
Bye.
All right, sweet.
If you've liked this podcast, be sure to subscribe on iTunes. We're live every Sunday at 8:30 PM talking MMA. Go to facebook.com/martial arts chat, give us a like there, and follow us on Twitter at Martial Arts Chat.
Change your heart.